Hi, I'm Sara Wheeler and welcome to my weekly astrology, where every week I bring you clarity, insights and all things cosmic. This week is incredibly powerful. We've got the Sun conjunct Venus, Venus retrograding into Pisces, Mercury still retrograde, and the start to a bold Aries season and a fiery new Moon Solar Eclipse in Aries. Let's explore how these energies influence your sign. So for the cosmic overview this week kicks off with the Sun conjunct Venus, encouraging joy, pleasure and stronger connections. It's a cosmic invitation to embrace what truly makes you happy. However, Venus retrograde, moving back into intuitive Pisces, encourages deep reflection on our emotional world and relationships, pushing us to trust our intuition. Meanwhile, Mercury retrograde continues to caution patience, careful thinking, and thoughtful communication. But the biggest event is undoubtedly the new Moon Solar Eclipse in Aries on March the 29th, marking an intense period of bold new beginnings and powerful shifts. Aries season pushes us forwards, but retrograde planets remind us to pause, reflect, and choose our paths wisely. So let's take a look at what this week brings for each sign. Aries. The new Moon Solar Eclipse falls directly in your sign Aries, meaning it's all about personal breakthroughs and powerful new beginnings. You're being called to reinvent yourself, but remember, Mercury retrograde encourages you to slow down and think things through carefully. Venus conjunct the Sun brings warmth and joy into your social life, while Venus retrograde in Pisces calls for reflection on your deeper emotional needs and hidden feelings. And Aries, your weekly mantra is, I embrace my new path, guided by intuition and courage. Taurus. The eclipse activates your inner world, Taurus, urging you to release hidden fears and old emotional baggage. You may find yourself drawn to quiet reflection or solitude. Venus conjunct the Sun highlights joy through spiritual insights, creativity, and self-care. Venus retrograding into Pisces encourages you to reconsider your connections with friends or your wider community. Mercury retrograde suggests revisiting past creative ideas or spiritual practices. And Taurus, your weekly mantra is, I trust my inner wisdom and welcome healing. Gemini. Your social life and aspirations receive a powerful boost from this new Moon Solar Eclipse. This is the perfect time to set clear intentions around the groups or communities you wish to join or lead. Venus conjunct the Sun enhances your charm and popularity, bringing joyful interactions. With Venus retrograding into Pisces, you're asked to reflect deeply on your career goals and professional relationships. Mercury retrograde indicates the importance of thoughtful communication. And Gemini, your weekly mantra is, I build authentic relationships that uplift my dreams. Cancer. The solar eclipse brings major turning point in your career, reputation, or public life. Expect fresh opportunities or shifts that align you more closely with your true calling. The Sun conjunct Venus brings harmony and recognition professionally. Venus retrograde into Pisces calls you to reconsider your beliefs and long-term plans, while Mercury retrograde advises careful consideration before making career moves. And Cancer, your weekly mantra is, I step forwards confidently toward my highest potential. Leo. Your horizons broaden with this powerful eclipse, Leo. You're inspired to seek adventure, education, or deeper spiritual growth. The Sun-Venus conjunction fuels optimism and creativity in exploring new paths. Venus retrograding into Pisces asks for reflections on intimate relationships or joint finances. Mercury retrograde encourages caution and planning around travel or education-related decisions. And Leo, your weekly mantra is, I welcome growth and new experiences with an open heart. Virgo. This eclipse sparks significant transformation around your finances, shared resources, and emotional connections. You may find yourself confronting deep emotional issues or redefining financial commitments. Venus conjunct the Sun encourages a harmonious approach to these matters. Venus retrograde into Pisces calls for reflection on close relationships and partnerships, while Mercury retrograde urges careful communication and reviewing agreements thoroughly. And Virgo, your weekly mantra is I transform with courage and clarity. Libra. Relationships are strongly highlighted by this solar eclipse, Libra. Expect major shifts or new beginnings in partnerships, romantic or professional. Sun conjunct Venus brings warmth and pleasure to relationships, making this an ideal time for harmony. Venus retrograde in Pisces pushes you to reconsider how your daily routines and habits impact your emotional well-being. Mercury retrograde stresses the importance of clear, honest communication. And Libra, your weekly mantra is I attract relationships built on balance and respect. Scorpio, this eclipse profoundly impacts on your health, work-life balance and daily habits, encouraging you to start fresh routines that enhance your well-being. Sun conjunct Venus brings joy and satisfaction in improving your health or workplace harmony. Venus retrograding into Pisces urges reflection on romance and creative passions. Are you prioritizing joy enough? Mercury retrograde highlights revisiting previous wellness routines or health goals. And Scorpio, your weekly mantra is I nurture myself through balance and daily practices. Sagittarius, creativity, passion and romance ignite powerfully under this eclipse, Sagittarius. This is the perfect moment to launch creative projects or revive romantic interests. Sun conjunct Venus brings joy, playfulness, and an increased attractiveness. Venus retrograding into Pisces asks you to reconsider emotional stability and domestic life. Are you fulfilled at home? Mercury retrograde encourages careful, clear communication with romantic interests or children. And Sagittarius, your weekly mantra is I express joy and creativity freely and confidently. Capricorn, family and home life undergo significant transformation with this solar eclipse. It may prompt a move, renovation, or a shift in family dynamics. Sun conjunct Venus promotes harmony, love, and understanding in domestic relationships. Venus retrograde into Pisces highlights the importance of clear, empathetic communication within your close circle. Mercury retrograde suggests revisiting past decisions around home and family matters to ensure lasting stability. And Capricorn, your weekly mantra is I create peace and stability at home and within. Aquarius, communication, learning and networking are powerfully energized by this eclipse. You're encouraged to speak up and launch projects involving writing, speaking, or technology. Sun conjunct Venus boosts charm and diplomatic skill, enhancing your influence. Venus retrograde into Pisces prompts reflection on your financial priorities and self-worth, while Mercury retrograde insists on clarity, caution, and careful reviews of all communications. And Aquarius, your weekly mantra is my voice is powerful, clear, and heard. And finally, Pisces. Your financial world receives a fresh start under this new moon solar eclipse. Expect shifts in how you manage or earn money. Sun conjunct Venus brings harmony and optimism about your material security. Venus retrograde in your own sign encourages deep reflection on your values, self-esteem, and emotional desires. Mercury retrograde warns against impulsive spending and advises careful financial planning. And Pisces, your weekly mantra is I confidently attract abundance and value myself fully. And on my closing thoughts for this week blends powerful new beginnings with deep reflection, joy, and introspection. Trust the journey, listen to your heart, and know that the cosmos is guiding you towards greater clarity and fulfillment. Thanks for joining me on my weekly astrology, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to my channel. Please let me know how these cosmic energies resonate with you. And until next time, I'm sending you love, guidance, and cosmic blessings from the heavens above. I will see you in next week's videos. Until then, bye!